Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to introduce to you the magnifying glasses in the optical industry, or this pair of glasses. Magnifying glasses come in various types, and of course, there are mainly three types. So, I'm here to tell you which of these three types is which. Actually, this type of magnifying glasses in the optical industry is like wearing a regular pair of glasses with a frame. Then wear it on the forehead. Then come to read. Everyone knows that magnifying glass is used for reading books up close or for filling in data on forms. These tasks are all very important. The current introduction at home and abroad in this area, especially the introduction at home about evaluating and exploring the use of magnifying glasses for the eyes. The promotion is very limited, so today I will share my personal experience, the data I have seen, and the entire research results. The most important thing in the magnifying glass is the magnifying glass for the glasses. Of course, I also need to mention, currently there are mainly three types of magnifying glasses. One is the standalone type like this one, or the so-called reading magnifying glasses, often seen in rooms. It's the serrated fighting power. Look at him standing like this, and what you need to see is like this, pushing like this, moving like this, so its focal length is fixed, but the distance of the eyes seems a bit. It can be that I stand at Columbia University. It looks like the eyes are standing with a magnifying glass. Another common one is actually used quite often by many older people. Isn't he supposed to go to that stationery store to buy that handheld magnifying glass? Handheld means holding with hand. Handheld magnifying glasses, like the one just showcased, actually have flaws due to their size. Must hold it like this. This is handheld. Also need to hold it like this to use. This is also handheld, with a light for handheld magnifying. This seems to be related to this strength. It's because the strength is good. This is a handheld magnifying glass. So the handheld magnifying glass can be used by trees. Of course, it can range from 2 to 10 times magnification, but its biggest drawback is that you have to hold it like this. You may not be able to look for a long time. Your hand will get sore. I have some experience. I think now there are many students. In fact, they are being evaluated, acquired, or introduced using these things. In fact, they did not pay attention to the advantages and disadvantages of each magnifying glass. What I want to introduce now is, the magnifying glass in this glasses store is placed inside my frame. And the magnifying glass in the glasses store, it can, when you go in while reading, slightly like this. Also, do not just read important journals in your own field. We also need to widely absorb information from related fields, so it definitely has a fixed distance. The distance is determined by the multiplier, its focal length is. With this magnifying glass, the distance is related to the multiplier, because this one is 5 times. So, it calculates approximately 5 centimeters away. This magnifying glass is found to have a problem with the multiplier. The so-called multiplier problem is essentially, in our country, the maximum magnification is 5 or 6 times. However, in mainland China, we have recently imported one that is 6 times magnification. You can see that it is thicker, so the distance will be shorter. In this way, when the magnification is higher, the enlarged characters will be slightly larger. This is an optical illusion. Unfortunately, currently in our country, even some special education professors don't have access to these advanced tools. He didn't introduce the magnifying glass in the eyewear shop because it's very useful. Yes. Can this handheld magnifying glass be used to take notes while reading a book? Can we highlight many points now? Look, if you hold it like this, it looks weird. You need to write using a more formal way like this. There's just no way to highlight, no way to underline. Can't highlight in this book. Even more importantly, if you have to fill out a form and you hold a pen, it's really strange and inconvenient. So really, the only way to do it is with glasses. With magnification about 5 times. He can come and fill you in. Take a look at my way of doing it. Here, I write 0. With the University of Germany, doesn't have to look very quickly. I can select the one I want. Everyone take a look. I can write on top of it. I can use this box, which is for size 12 font. These glasses can be used independently to fill out this form, and they can also be used to do other things, such as going to the post office. I think that's good for high school, college students, or adults. You need to go to the post office to fill out a withdrawal slip or something. If you use other 2 handheld or so-called stand-up ones, in fact, a magnifier is not necessary, or just magnifying it is the same. It will block the information you see, and it cannot allow you to fill out the data synchronously. So I want to introduce this magnifying glass from the eyewear industry. It's really very useful. The pity is that some distributors currently only have handheld magnifiers available. There are only 2 types, handheld and this binocular one, no eyeglass style. The issue is why they don't sell eyeglass style magnifiers. Where to purchase magnifying glasses? You can go to an eyewear store. The only place to get these glasses is at an eyewear store. The problem is, we are actually using the images in this eyewear card to see their advantages, especially in terms of magnification, to meet our current magnification needs. Actually, magnifying glasses also require a specific advantage in terms of lens path. You can get the magnifying glasses we want from regular eyewear stores. Of course, this is a missed alternative, because regular eyewear stores mainly focus on fitting glasses for distant vision. Actually, for close-up vision, we simply need magnifying glasses. So of course, this eyewear is a magnifying glass. Are there any issues with the current operation? Anything to pay special attention to? Many people say that this pair of glasses has its disadvantages in terms of combat power or operational aspects. What are the main drawbacks of it? It needs to be read from a very close distance for about a month. So, when reading books like this, I think many people do not recommend reading books at such a close distance quickly, but we have a great one. A great solution is using a book stand at an angle. You can place the book on the book stand for easier reading posture adjustment. If you don't have a book stand, stack several books to achieve a similar effect. In this way, you can lower the book slightly for comfortable reading. You can also draw lines and write here, so this magnifying glass is great. Although it has limitations and drawbacks, it requires us, as service providers, to inform users about possible solutions. We also need to inform users about possible solutions. I want to introduce this today. There are 3 most important things inside this magnifying glass. What we really need to emphasize is the magnifying glass for eyewear. There are of course other maintenance measures, as well as his current limitations. He can only be magnified up to 5 or 6 times at the moment, especially domestically, he can probably only be magnified up to 5 times. And remember, just 1 pair of glasses is enough. I think the first power only needs 1 eye. 1 is the most important, so you need to protect it. Because this is a bit like consumables, he might do this with the eyeglass, toss it over, or drop it. This is a common occurrence because if I leave it there, it will wear down the lens. So, our suggestion to students or users is to use this eyeglass cloth to wrap it up. not just leave it out, and then it can be carried everywhere. Go ahead and use this tool for the reading you need. I think that's all for my introduction. Thank you, everyone.